Good evening and thank you for joining us on BeeTv Major News at 6, reaching you live from Benin City, the Edo State capital. My name is Harmony Agbafor, and now to the news in details. There was an outpouring of praise and eulogies, wishes and prayers for the governor of Edo State, Senator Monday Okpebholo, on his 55th birthday celebration by leaders of the All Progressive Congress in the state. BeeTv News Osarogi Agwebo reports that the accolades were showered on the Governor Okpebholo during a surprise birthday party held in his honor by APC leaders at the State Secretariat along Ikpopan Road of Sapele Road, Benin City. The report is presented by Best Orator.
It was a moment of celebration and honor as APC leaders, party faithful and top government officials gave Governor Monday Okpebholo a warm welcome into a well-decorated venue at the party secretariat marking his 55th birthday celebration amidst cheers and excitement. APC State Chairman Emperor Jared Tinubu said the surprise birthday party in honor of Governor Okpebholo was organized by the leadership of the party to appreciate the governor for his developmental strides across all sectors of the state and his commitment to fulfilling his campaign promises made to the people of Edo State. He thanked the governor and prayed for God's continued guidance, strength, and wisdom for him to further lead, prosper, and develop the state.
My Excellency, the Governor of Edo State, this was an impromptu arrangement to appreciate you on your birthday. Members of State Working Committee to put this together as a surprise to you to appreciate what you are doing Edo State presently. To appreciate you for keeping to the promise you made Edo State people when we were doing campaigns. It is now clear to the blind or to the deaf that Edo State is moving again after 8 years of that evil government. My Excellency, we want to appreciate you. We want to pray for you, for God to give you the courage, the strength, and the wisdom to carry on in Edo State. United.
A former governor of Edo State, Senator representing Edo North Senatorial District, Senator Comrade Adams Aliyu Eric Oshomole, congratulated Governor Monday Okpebholo on his 55th birthday, describing it as a milestone celebration. He praised the governor's remarkable achievements in just 9 months in office, which he said have rekindled hope to the people of Edo State. Senator Oshomole wished the governor many more years of celebration and success and also commended the Okpebholo administration, noting that the APC's victory in the recent by-elections in Ovia Federal Constituency and Edo Central Senatorial District demonstrated the people's confidence in his administration.
But you see, it is not a mark of our right to celebrate 55th birthday. It's a milestone in the life of any human being. You have people already crossed the much talked about life expectancy of 50. Even more remarkable is that this young boy at 55 is the governor of the heartbeat of Nigeria, the governor of Edo State. But being governor is important, but even more important, as Jared said and others who have spoken, is the mark you have made this past 9 months. As they say, the money shows the day. So you have every reason to celebrate. All of the things that you are doing and you have done within 9 months that has rekindled hope across the length and breadth of Edo State. If we don't celebrate, which we will celebrate.
On his part, the Deputy Speaker, Edo State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Osamo Yatu, congratulated Governor Okpebholo on his birthday and praised his outstanding and exceptional leadership. He reaffirmed the 8th House of Assembly's commitment to collaborating with the governor to drive further development and progress in the state.
Edo people are happy. If today in Edo State, a governor that can stand and say, my people must go, my people must progress. Are we not progressing? We are progressing. Your Excellency, I am standing here today as the Deputy Speaker of Edo State House of Assembly, speaking on behalf of our members. We are very, very grateful to you, Your Excellency.
The high point of the event was the cutting of the birthday cake by Governor Okpebholo, flanked by party leaders.
E-S-U-S, Jesus. A round of applause for His Excellency.
In an interview, some leaders of the party, lawmakers and top government officials took turns to wish the governor well.
Happy birthday to our very governor, the working governor. We wish you many more years in good health of body, mind and spirit. Amen. Happy birthday.
Wish him long life, good health. I want to use this opportunity to wish His Excellency, both the civil senator, a happy birthday. I wish him good health, blessings, more wisdom, and many happy returns. Excellency is celebrating his birthday today. As you can see, we are all happy. And the whole of Edo people have identified with him. He's a man we can trust. He's a man that has brought happiness back to Edo. So he will continue to celebrate and celebrate and celebrate.
The APC leadership surprise birthday party for Governor Monday Okpebholo was one of the many celebrations and messages that marked the governor's 55th birthday and his remarkable achievements in Edo State. Best Orator reporting for BeeTv News.
Edo State Governor Senator Monday Okpebholo has reaffirmed his administration's commitment to confronting and defeating the twin scourges of cultism and kidnapping, which have long plagued the state. Speaking at a special Thanksgiving service held at the Government House Chapel to mark his 55th birthday, Governor Monday Okpebholo declared that his government is winning.
Represented at the Thanksgiving by his Chief Press Secretary, Mr. Fred Itwa, the governor recalled that just 48 hours after his inauguration in November 2024, he was confronted with the grim reality of court-related violence that claimed the lives of over 20 young people in Edo State. At the time, he was away on an official assignment in Akure, Ondo State. He said news of that tragedy reached him in Ondo barely 2 days after he assumed office, and right there, he vowed to fight courtesan, kidnapping, and other criminal activities to his standstill. 9 months on the government is winning the war. Governor Okpebholo stressed that his administration came at a time of turbulence and uncertainty in the state, but has since provided stability, restoring confidence among the citizenry. This is a government that makes promises and keeps them, whether it is security, roads, schools, or healthcare. We are delivering for the people of Edo State, he added.
But for today, we want to appreciate everyone and appreciate the Edo people who in the last 9 months have been very supportive of the governor. You know, he came in at a time when Edo State was very, very turbulent. I recall very well one incident that happened just 2 days, 48 hours after his inauguration. That day we were in Ondo State for the elections, and there were reported cases of court killings in Edo, where in about 24 hours, over 20 persons were killed. So when the news came to him in his lodge in Akure, he told a few of us who were there, he said, "Don't worry, I will fix this problem." We asked him how, he said, "Don't worry, just give me time." 9 months after, had the problem been fixed? Yes! So that's the kind of person he is. You know, sometimes people make long speeches, they lie, they make promises they can't keep. But for the governor, he is not giving to that. Your governor is a promise keeper. So if he tells you he will fix your roads, be assured that he will. If he tells you he will address insecurity, he will do that. Food security, education, whatever he promises, he will.
The Thanksgiving service drew government functionaries, advisors, religious leaders, and associates who used the occasion to extol the governor's leadership and developmental strides. Special advisor on electronic media, Mr. Paul Ezewa, congratulated the governor on his birthday and underscored the significance of his leadership style. Similarly, the special advisor on health, Dr. Andrew Iyamu, lauded the governor for demonstrating wisdom in appointing credible men and women to key positions. He noted that despite not having any personal connection to the governor, he was appointed strictly on merit, reflecting Okpebholo's inclusive and performance-driven leadership. For his part, the special advisor on media and communication strategy, Mr. Goswe Inegbe, described Governor Okpebholo as a humble leader whose Christian faith shapes his service.
No. Is an encyclopedia of ideas. The governor is also a grandeur of information. You understand? And I will also say is a person that stands steadfastly and do what he has promised.
I just want to say that this man that is the governor of Edo State today is a demonstration to the fact that God can raise a man from anywhere to become something.
Humility is beyond what you can imagine. He does not need to know you to accept you and work with you. He's a deep tribalized person. He's a man that has a deep love for Edo State. And I cherish him for that.
Clergy present at the Thanksgiving also lent their voices in appreciation of the governor's efforts. Reverend Ezele Frank commended Okpebholo's courage in tackling cultism head-on, a menace which he noted previous administrations avoided or addressed half-heartedly. They said this is the first time any governor will stick out his neck to confront cultism directly, adding the determination is saving lives, healing communities, and uniting the people. Apostle Sule Faraday, special advisor on religion and chaplain of the governmental chapel, described the governor's emergence as divinely ordained. He said Governor Okpebholo is God sent to bring peace and development to Edo State.
We are here today to thank the Lord for what he has been doing for Governor Monday Okpebholo. In fact, the angel of Edo State is a special being created by God. And I'm sure even some spirit being will be jealous of him. They will be telling God, why do you love him so much?
The Thanksgiving service concluded with prayers for the governor's continued health, wisdom, and strength, as well as for peace and prosperity in Edo State. As Governor Monday Okpebholo marked his 55th year, the message from the pulpit and pools alike is clear. Edo is witnessing a renaissance of leadership marked by courage, compassion, and the fulfillment of promises. Osarogie Agwebo, reporting for BeeTv News.
The Edo State Traditional Medicine Board has celebrated its 40th anniversary. The event held at Imaguero College with the theme Sustaining the Past, Shaping the Future, aimed to bridge the gap between the traditional and orthodox medicine with a strong call for collaboration between the two healthcare systems. BeeTv News Efosa Agbaimbe reports that the anniversary program also featured a public lecture, a symposium on integrating traditional and orthodox medicine, and cultural performances. The report is presented by Best Orator.
The Edo State Traditional Medicine Board, a collective of experts in traditional and native medicine, celebrated its 40th anniversary at Imaguere College in Benin City. The event held on August 29 coincided with African Traditional Medicine Day with the theme Sustaining the Past, Shaping the Future of Traditional Medicine in Edo State. Distinguished guests including Edo State Commissioner for Health, Dr. Siri Adams Ushomole, Mrs. Edith Ebomoyi, representative of the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Education, and Lucky Ogbemudia, representative of the Permanent Secretary of Arts and Culture, and prominent traditionalists, amongst others, graced the anniversary. In his welcome address, the chairman, Edo State Traditional Medicine Board, Chief Audu Ugbesia Godwin, emphasized the importance of a strong partnership with orthodox medicine. He appealed for an end to the misconception that herbalists are ritualists, asserting that traditional medicine is a practice from past generations aimed at creating a healthy lifestyle.
When we are talking of traditional medicine, it's heritage. What we inherit from our forefathers. Are you not surprised to see a human being like you? You will meet him as a traditional doctor, either a man or a woman, for any problem. He will easily tell you, this is the solution. Don't you know that person is ordained by God? Is it easy? Is it everybody that have that eye to tell you this is the root, this is the herb that will cure so and so? Is it everybody? And when we are even talking of orthodox doctors, they tax from us, even if they are denying us. They tax from us. The raw material they are using, are they not from? So before every other religion comes up, this is what we call African traditional religion. Let us study it very well. If nobody want to, anybody want to recognize, we recognize ourselves. We let the government know that we are living. We are alive.
Edo State Commissioner for Health, Dr. Siri Adams Oshomole, commended the board for its 4 decades of dedicated service in regulating, promoting, and preserving traditional medicine. He pledged the government support for initiatives that would foster collaboration between traditional and orthodox medicine.
It is with great honor and deep appreciation that I stand before you today, or I sit before you today, as we mark the 40th anniversary of African Traditional Medicine Day, a day set aside to recognize, celebrate, and reaffirm the vital role of traditional medicine in the health and well-being of our people. As a government, we are taking steps to strengthen regulation, registration of traditional medicine practitioners, support research into herbal medicine and indigenous therapies through partnership with our universities and health institutions, promote safe integration of traditional medicine into primary healthcare delivery, encourage collaboration between conventional medicine, medical doctors, and traditional practitioners for referrals and patient-centered care. Our vision is simple: a healthcare system where traditional medicine is not sidelined but recognized, standardized.
The event featured several educational and cultural segments, including a public lecture by Dr. Philip Osarabo in Sambo, and symposium panel discussion on the topic Bridging the Gap Between Traditional and Orthodox Medicine in Modern Healthcare, headed by Dr. Christopher Ayegbeni. The celebration culminated in an award presentation to the Commissioner of Health in Edo State, Dr. Siri Oshomole, and other practitioners who have distinguished themselves in the field.
I want to present this award to our dogged, rugged, powerful, energetic, resourceful, cerebral chairman of Traditional Medicine Board. Congratulations for your hard work. May God give you more energy, more wisdom, good health, long life, plenty money in your bank account in Jesus' name. Thank you.
In an interview, the chairman, Edo State Traditional Medicine Board, Chief Dr. Audu Ogbesia, and the Commissioner for Health, Dr. Siri Oshomole, and others encouraged the public to recognize the vital role of traditional medicine in healthcare, sharing testimony of its positive impact.
Both men and women, that we should all fall back to our roots. Falling back to our root in the sense that everybody, we are from the grassroots, from home. Everything about tradition is in us. Don't let us neglect our roots.
Traditional medicine is as old as mankind. Today we are here to celebrate, to rejoice, and to also see how we can collaborate with Orthodox medicine. It's not an issue of rivalry, but coming together, collaborating, especially with our primary health care.
The celebration highlighted the impact of roots and herbs and initiated a vital discussion on the need to collaborate with orthodox doctors in the health sector. Best Orator reporting for BeeTv News.
The Chartered Institute of Cost Managers of Nigeria, CICMN, has reaffirmed its commitment to strengthening cost efficiency in the nation's oil and gas industry through a new collaborative program with the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, NNPCL. This was disclosed during a one-day program held in Port Harcourt, Rivers State. BeeTv News' Destiny Godara reports that the main goal of the program was to help reduce NNPCL and other industry players' operational costs, improve resource utilization, and promote cost efficiency in the oil and gas sector. The report is presented by Best Orator.
The Institute of Cost Managers of Nigeria, CICMN, has restated its commitment to enhancing cost efficiency in the nation's oil and gas sector through a new collaborative initiative with the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited. The program themed Managing Costs in the Oil and Gas Industry, a strategic approach, brought together key stakeholders, cost management professionals, and senior executives of the NNPCL to deliberate on strategies for resource optimization and cost reduction.
Big guys and big guys like you, I think we can all put our heads together to see how that paper, once it is officially, we are chartered, but officially, let there be an act by government setting up the institute, approving the institute. Then you can be sure. Look, when we started, this hotel, the whole of this hotel, because government and people, bought into what cost management is all about. And like I said, we have impacted on the society, we've impacted on Nigeria. Those of us who work hard, we may not be known, but our footprints are printed in hard sand, not sand that will easily disappear.
If anybody wants to ask him to say one or two, he's an economist. Economics and cost management, they are Siemens twins, because the origin of cost management rests on economic management. So we have a lot of things in common.
It's a drive economic paradigm from the budget line and indifference cap of the consumption technology by Kale and Custer, which adopted in production as a function from the cost function. Cost function is a drive function. You only need to spend money because you have a target, the production. Without production, you don't need to cost anything. Your desire to buy a car, demand, in other words, in economics, is tally to your budget line, that is the ISO count. So ISO count and ISO cost are two locus of points which is drive to attain optimality. By optimality means allocating A resources to achieve a design objective, not allocating more resources with low output.
In a welcome address, the President and Chairman of Council of CICMN, Chief SPO Omekwe, highlighted the Institute's track record of producing skilled managers across various sectors. He assured participants that the same collaborative approach will be extended to other corporate organizations, describing cost managers as doctors who diagnose organizational challenges before applying cost management tools.
The President has signed a landmark establishing cost efficiency incentive for upstream production incentive. It is a deliberate strategy to position Nigeria's upstream sector as globally competitive and fiscally resilient. With this reform, we are rewarding efficiency, strengthening investors' confidence, and ultimately delivering greater value to the Nigerian people. But cost management is about lower cost, higher quality. Value for money, the VFM. So if you say you are managing cost and you can only achieve it at low cost or a high cost, you are not doing anything.
The registrar of CICMN, Honorable Nosa Victor Omorege, inducted 7 new members into the institute, as the inductees received awards, lapel pins, and certificates.
Congratulations, and then the fellowship lapel, which you will have to be wearing each ceremony. Thank you. You're welcome. All right. You're done.
Honorable Nosa Victor Omoege also unveiled his new book titled Management Cost: A Systematic Approach.
What do you do?
The guest speaker, Tom George Isobo Clifford, delivered a lecture on change management and communication for NNPCS senior staff, while Honorable Nosa Victor Morigi presented a lecture on managing costs in an organization.
What are the challenges, some of the challenges that you expect in the oil industry? As big as it is, if an industry contributes about 90% of government's revenue, and an industry that is so regulated, so what are expected challenges? Of course, when you are big, then you expect that there will be challenges in management. And these challenges come by way of the price of oil. You know, we are so dependent on oil. Sometimes our budgets are dependent on what is the price of oil. Yes. $32 per barrel. And our budgets will be dependent on what the price of oil. So you can see that we are living at the mercy of the oil market.
Cost management of a change, our mindset is critical. What you think about the issues is very important. Now, weak minds defend what? Their weaknesses. But strong minds own up their weaknesses. As a manager, as a top manager, where you're wrong, you take a man that has a strong mind to humble himself to say, gentlemen, I'm sorry for what we have done.
Speaking with journalists, Chief Omekwe noted that cost management is not a one-size-fits-all approach, stressing the importance of tailored solutions that organizations can adopt, while cost managers listed some professional guidance. On his part, Honorable Victor Nosa Omoege said the initiative aligns with the Executive Order 2025, recently signed by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, which incentivizes the upstream petroleum sector to cut costs and enhance efficiency. He emphasized that the Institute's strategic agenda aims to build capacity for organizations and individuals, including NNPCL and its subsidiaries. Another participant, Mr. Sebebe Ebizimon Taye, described the program as timely, given the federal government's renewed call for cost optimization.
Cost management has become of a strategic agenda. Any management organization, any organization that hold a management meeting without mentioning cost and looking at how they can manage cost, would not have started a good meeting. According to Robin Cooper, in his book, When Lean Enterprise Collide, competing in confrontation, cost management has become an issue. Even Professor Anthony Hope, the late accountant, also mentioned that cost management has to be a multidisciplinary issue. So we continuously build capacity for organizations and individuals. And this is just one of it for NNPC and NSAB Limited to help them achieve cost efficiency. You are aware that the president of this country came up with an executive order, Order 2025, talking about incentive for upstream industry, petroleum industry that is able to save costs. There's a bonus. And so it is now time for the petroleum industry upstream sector to begin to embrace cost management, build their cost efficiency so that they can benefit
from the presidential order?
Oh, it's okay. Cost management, the institute is just like a doctor. What we'll probably do in such situations is to make sure that we do a proper needs assessment of the organization and what probably will be needed in the organization. Of course, there are so many cost management, but the one that we deploy will depend on what is being found out in the organization. We have ABC, activity-based cost management, the type of budgeting that the organization also carries on, that will be properly done when we are able to find out exactly what are the problems, what are the challenges that that organization runs.
Change management, just like we have already said in the lecture, is a transition from point A to point B, which is a desired expectation.
Recognition is important to me because it actually shows that there's a recognition on our contribution over time in terms of cost management that efficiently we've been applying it in saving costs for their company.
It's key because we have to bring down cost of operations, and that is what the significance, because for every project that we embark on, we ensure that the cost is really optimized.
In his closing remark, Chief Omekwe thanked participants for their cooperation and urged them to put the knowledge acquired into practice in order to enhance efficiency and profitability in their respective organizations. Best Orator reporting for BeeTv News.
The monthly environmental sanitation exercise in Oredo LGA today recorded a poor turnout of residents following the heavy rainfall that began in the early hours of the morning. Despite the participation, environmental health officials and members of the state waste management team were fully on ground to ensure compliance with government directives on the exercise. BeeTv News' God's Gift Omone has more.
Speaking to BeeTv News, an official of the Edo State Waste Management, Mrs. Blessing Ehigiato, Director, Environmental Health Services Board, Oredo Local Government Area, explained that monitoring teams were deployed across major streets and neighborhoods in Oredo Local Government Area to ensure the evacuation of waste from the popular urban market and close surroundings. He noted that while residents stayed indoors due to the heavy downpour, officials ensured that drains were cleared and refuse properly disposed of in line with the objectives of the exercise.
People observed this exercise. In as much as it is the heavy downpour, they still comply. I want to use this medium to commend the people of Oredo local government. And the Oredo local government is working. You can see behind us is a truck evacuating waste from the road. We have trucks everywhere. We have people monitoring the exercise in all the wards. We have some partners from various organization. We have the police, we have the civil defense corps, we have the security network.
The exercise, observed every last Saturday of every month, restricts movement within designated hours to allow for community-wide cleanup activities. Some offenders who violated the sanitation restriction order were apprehended and arraigned before the mobile court sitting in Oredo local government area. The court hounded down various penalties in line with environmental laws to serve as a deterrent to others. As at the time of this report, there was full compliance from the environmental health officials and the state waste management team, but a visibly low turnout from residents due to the early morning rains. Authorities have reiterated their call on residents to take the monthly sanitation exercise seriously, stressing that a clean environment remains vital to public health and the prevention of diseases regardless of weather conditions. God's Omone reporting for BeeTv News.
In a related development, the monthly sanitation exercise also held in Ego local government area amid heavy downpour and low turnout of participants. BeeTv News Freeman Osawe, who visited some areas such as Uselu Market, Upper Siluko Road and Ogida Market, reports that compliance on restriction of movement was fair. The reports.
The early morning downpour had disrupted the monthly environmental sanitation exercise in a local government area. Some major roads like the Upper Siloko Road, Ogida axis were free from vehicular movement as part of total compliance to the No Movement Directive. Some few individuals were out to participate in the exercise at the Uselu Market area. The market was under lock and key, showing full compliance to the No Movement Order. The environment was clean, showing that the sanitation exercise has been carried out in the market. The acting chairman of Ego local government, Honorable Kevin Egwakun, led other members of the enforcement team in monitoring compliance in the area. Violators of the No Movement Order were apprehended and taken to a mobile court for trial. Addressing newsmen, the acting chairman Ego local government, Kevin Egwakun, said the sanitation exercise is being enforced in Ego in line with the Governor Mondo Kwewolo vision to keep Edo State clean, hence his presence to monitor the exercise.
We are going around and to ensure that compliance is great. So far so good. I'm sure because of the rain, but we are out here to ensure that people comply with the directive of the state governor. For us in Ego, we will always do the needful, whether rain or shine. And we are out today to ensure that people comply with the directive of the state governor.
The monthly sanitation is aired every last Saturday of every month. Freeman Osawe reporting for BeeTv News.
The August edition of the monthly environmental sanitation exercise in Edo State witnessed the partial compliance in Ikpobaoka local government area, Edo State, as some residents went about their normal activities during the exercise hours. BeeTv News Asarogi Agwebo, who monitored the exercise in Ikpobaoka local government area, reports that there were security roadblocks at various points. The reports.
The monthly environmental sanitation exercise we introduced a few months ago by the Edo State Governor, Senator Monday Ogbebolo, part of his commitment to ensuring a healthier and cleaner environment for the people of Edo State. However, the August edition of the exercise witnessed a low participation of residents in some areas visited in Bubauka local government area. At Santana Market, Herediawa Road, and its environs, at the time the news crew visited the area, although the rain had subsided, but there was no sense of resident participation in the exercise. Businesses were shut down and some residents were seen waiting for the exercise hours to end so they could go about their daily activities. In an interview, some residents said they participated in the exercise, maintaining and cleaning their immediate surroundings, while others said the morning rainfall did not allow them to participate in the exercise.
And see now, everywhere is clean. The Kakana Pepe people, we clean everywhere. That's why we are here now, to make sure everywhere is clean in Santana area. You understand? I use this opportunity to thank the governor. The environmental that is position is very good. We are doing it.
I took my store just at the rest, the quota I come, I open the market.
I do mopping, I still clear some kind area, be say bush day from my house before I come out.
At the various points, there were security roadblocks by the Nigeria Police and Edo State Security Network. Osarogie Agwebo, reporting for BeeTv News.
This is BeeTv News. We'll be taking a quick break. Please stay with us.
Happy birthday to our boss and principal and the people's governor, His Excellency Senator Monday Okwebolo. We commend you for your forthright leadership and commitment to the growth and development of Edo State since your assumption of office as governor. Your Excellency, Edo State under your administration has in the last 9 months made significant progress in the area of infrastructure, security, as well as transportation and the general welfare of citizens. Our dear Governor, we will continue to play our part to move Edo State forward. As you celebrate, we wish you more great strides and pray that God will bless you with wisdom and uphold you in victory and success in your quest for national building and service to humanity. Signed, Honorable Andrew Ijegbai, Commissioner for Mining, Oil and Gas. Dr. Samson Raphael Osagie, Edo State Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice. Dr. Paddy Iyamu, Commissioner for Education. Honorable Barrister Paul Uhombamu, Commissioner for Information and Communication. Sir Dr. Lucky Esegbe, Commissioner for Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs. Dr. Washington Osa Osifo, Commissioner for Energy and Water Resources. Chief Barrister Bisi Idaomi, Commissioner for Women Affairs and Social Development. Honorable Emmanuel Okwebo, Honorable Commissioner for Finance, Edo State. And Dr. Siri Oshomole, Commissioner for Health, Edo State.
My people of Edo State, development is not a miracle. It is the result of responsibility and action. You want good roads, quality hospitals, schools, jobs for our youth? Then you must understand this simple truth. Government cannot perform without your tax. Government will fix schools, build roads, light up communities if the people pay their tax. That's how governance works. It is not about politics. It is about progress. When you pay your tax, you are not helping the government. You are helping yourself. You are helping your family and your future. Don't wait to be chased. Do the right thing. Be part of building the new Edo State. Pay your tax with pride. Let us build Edo together. This message is brought to you by Edo State Internal Revenue Service.
EIRS, Administering Revenue for Service and Development.
Hooray! We, the people of Amagba community, heartily congratulate His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Edo State, Senator Monday Okpebolo, on the occasion of your 55th birthday celebration. Your accomplishments and relentless commitment to moving the state forward are truly remarkable. Since your assumption of office as Governor of Edo State, the state has attained a viable heights and development across key sectors, including security, healthcare, education, infrastructure, particularly the construction of the flyover bridge at Tramat Park and road construction connecting communities and improving transportation with the new Edo line, facilitating economic growth. We pray for God's blessings, good health, and divine wisdom to guide you in piloting the affairs of Edo State. Signed, Pa Joseph Iduoyekene, Odionwe of Amagba community.
A significant political development unfolded in Ugo, in Orionwo local government area of Edo State, as the member representing Orionwo South constituency at the Edo State House of Assembly, Honorable Bright Iyamu, officially joined the All Progressive Congress APC at the local government level. BeeTv News Jordan Okungia reports that while Honorable Iyamu had already been received into the APC at the state level, but the ceremony at Ugo marked his formal entry at the grassroots, drawing massive turnouts from community members, party faithful, and others. The report.
Orionwo South constituency was thrown into celebration as a mammoth crowd of people gathered in Ugo, the headquarters of the constituency, to welcome Honorable Bright Iyamu and other political stakeholders into the fold of the All Progressives Congress. The atmosphere was charged with jubilation as party faithful and women sang solidarity songs and danced, reaffirming their loyalty to the APC. Prominent leaders of the party in attendance include former Deputy Governor of Edo State, His Excellency Right Honorable Dr. Pius Egberame Odubu, former Chief of Staff and former Secretary to Edo State Government, Pastor Osagie Zeyamu, APC leader in Orionwo, who is representing Edo State on the board of the Niger Delta Development Commission, Honorable Patrick Aisoyere, member on the board of Edo State Internal Revenue Service, Jackson Eribo, Chairman APC Elders Council in Orionwo Local Government Area, Matthew Ehige, and other party leaders and respected community stakeholders.
APC, the new Edo is rising.
In In a remark, Honorable Bright Iyamu, member representing Oriomo South constituency at the Edo State House of Assembly, appreciated the people for their overwhelming support and expressed gratitude to party leaders for their presence and praised the governor of Edo State, Senator Monday Okpebholo, for his leadership in the state. He assured his constituents of a continued commitment to their welfare and progress, even breaking into a song of praise to mark the occasion.
Near the camp, Lautuma, at the APC, where leadership of the layer exists. APC is a very coordinated party. A party na Tabedia with Kabudo, Agboya or Bata, Arumpa or Nyan. So yeah, Lewana. They are all our leaders in no particular order. I thank the chairman of Oriomo APC, Mr. Julius Agbonze. I thank Pastor Osagi Izeyamu. Wayawesi, Kinaswini, Kinamaswini, you are all important. You are leaders in your capacity.
The ceremony also witnessed the defection of several former PDP members into the APC in solidarity with Honorable Bright Iyamu, pledging loyalty to his leadership and to the growth of the party. Some APC leaders, who include the member representing Edo State on the board of the Niger Delta Development Commission, Right Honorable Patrick Aisowere, APC chairman in Oriomo Local Government Area, Comrade Julius Agbonze, chairman APC Elders Council in Oriomo, Chief Matthew Ehige, lauded the people's support and described Honorable Bright Iyamu as a gift to the constituency. They expressed confidence that his representation will bring positive transformation to the constituency and reaffirmed their loyalty to Governor Monday Okpebholo. In an interview with journalists, Honorable Bright Iyamu described the massive turnout as humbling and pledged to work diligently for the progress of the constituency and the APC.
Delighted, having been received in the constituency level by the leaders of All Progressive Congress. I want to reassure my constituents that I have been committed and I'm not going to change my ways. Instead, I will do more for them.
With his official local government declaration, Honorable Bright Iyamu's move to the APC is seen as a major boost to the party's grassroots strength in Oriomo South constituency, setting the stage for heightened political activities ahead. Best
The Enoge of Ihobo village in Nwonde local government area, Edo State, His Royal Highness Fortune Osakpanwa Igbenakenzua has vehemently denied allegations of oppression leveled against him by the group claiming to represent Oyewe community, describing the allegations as baseless. The Enoge stated that he has never oppressed anyone in his community. Instead, he said that individuals purporting to be from Oyewe village, a community he claims does not exist, allegedly created by former Governor Godwin Obaseki, are the ones intimidating him and his people. BeeTv News Asarogi Agwebo reports that the Enoge of Ihobo made the assertions during a press briefing where he denied the allegations made against him.
Addressing newsmen, the Enoge of Ihobo village, His Royal Highness Fortune Osakpanwa Igbenakenzua, said the briefing was necessary to clear his name following a broadcast report against him alleging of oppression and prejudice against the people of Oyewe village. The Enoge of Ihobo village, Fortune Osakpanwa Igbenakenzua, described the allegations as baseless. noting that after over 2 decades on the throne, he has never oppressed or dispossessed his people. Instead, he alleged that he has been subjected to relentless intimidation by a group purporting to be from Oyere village, which he claims does not exist. He said the Oyere village was allegedly created by former Governor Godwin Obaseki after he declined to join other Enigies in rebelling against the Oba. Since then, the Oyere village has been used by former Governor Godwin Obaseki as a tool to intimidate and harass him. He also clarified that he did not sell any land belonging to the Oba in his community, assuring that the land remains intact and said the Oba can send delegates to verify.
These people called Oyere community, they've been problematic. Practically, they've taken me around all the police stations, all the divisions in State CID, Zone, and Abuja as well. And prior to that, during the previous administration, they took advantage of it, and the governor used them to intimidate me by giving me all the problems, solely because I declined in the governor's arrangement towards the Enigies in Benin, trying to have a fraction of division, between the Enigies and the palace. On that note, I wrote to him directly that I can't be part of that arrangement because why? I can never be an enemy to the palace because why? I am a son of the palace, and all arrangement they've been having or understanding from the government or politicians, it has always come from the palace, and I'm one of the subjects of His Royal Majesty, and as such, I cannot betray the palace.
The Enogie stated that he has never oppressed anyone in his community. Instead, he said that individuals purporting to be from Oyere village, a community he claims does not exist, allegedly created by former Governor Godwin Obaseki, are the ones intimidating him and his people. His Royal Highness Fortune Osakmawa Ibinakenzuwa appealed to Governor Monday Ukpebolo and the Oba of Benin, EY II, to intervene and come to his rescue.
For over 2 years, I didn't sleep my house because of threat of life. Not just me and some of my subjects, we don't sleep our homes. And I'm using this opportunity to appeal to His Royal Majesty to come to my aid, and the Governor, Senator Monday Okpebolo, to come to my aid and the aid of my community. Yeah, the community has been peaceful before now. I have been the Enogie ever since 2001, that's about 24 years ago. I've been living peacefully, and they are alleging from their broadcast that I chased them out. That is incorrect. It's not true. I am using this media or this opportunity to appeal to the government and His Royal Majesty to come to our aid.
On his part, the legal advisor to the Enogie of Iyobo village, Stephen Okoro, described the allegations made by Oyere village as unfortunate and appealed to the governor of Edo State and the Oba of Benin to intervene in the matter.
It's unfortunate that Iyobo community is experiencing this issue. These people they call Oyere community, they have never been in existence. We are just saying about this community for quite some time now. And so we are appealing to the state government. We are appealing to the Royal Majesty, our Reverend Oba of Benin, to kindly save the life of the Enogie, to save the people of Ihowo from being destroyed by these people who have called themselves Oyere community.
The Enogie of Iyobo village, His Royal Highness Fortune Osakmawa Ibinakenzuwa, reaffirmed his unalloyed loyalty to the Oba of Benin Kingdom and expressed optimism that the matter will swiftly be looked into. Osarogie Agwebo, reporting for BeeTv News.
Professor Ehiame Osezua, FCIPA, former governorship aspirant in Edo State, currently a resident researcher at the University of Texas at Austin and professor of public administration, former member of the board of directors, Travis Central Appraisal District, Texas State, USA, member of the Austin Christian University, Advisory Council USA and President of the Ace and Sons and Daughters Union of Texas, USA, has extended his warmest felicitations to His Excellency Senator Monday Okpebholo, Executive Governor of Edo State, on the joyous occasion of his 55th birthday celebration. In a statement, Professor Sesua said this landmark is not only a celebration of life, but also of the uncommon grace, resilience, and visionary leadership that the governor embodies. He said in just 9 months of the Okpebholo administration, Edo people and Nigerians at large have witnessed bold strides in governance infrastructure renewal, youth empowerment, agricultural expansion, educational reform, and public service revitalization, as a proof to his purposeful and people-centered stewardship. Adding that, at 55, Okpebholo stands as a beacon of hope and a rallying symbol of what focused, principled, and transformational leadership can achieve. Professor Sezua said, as president of the Ace and Sons and Daughters Union of Texas, he proudly affirms that the ASEAN nation is deeply proud of the governor's achievements and the honor he continues to bring to ASEAN and Edo heritage. He urged the governor to remain steadfast on his noble path of surrounding himself with men and women of integrity, deepening the unity of Edo State. He wished the governor a happy 55th birthday. Nine victims have been rescued from a boat mishap at the Tundun Luna Jaraj River in Shagari local government area of Sokoto State. The rescue operation was carried out by officials of the National Emergency Management Agency, the National Inland Waterways Authority, and the Sokoto State Emergency Management Agency in collaboration with local divers. During the operation, the body of a 29-year-old victim was recovered, while an 80-year-old woman remains missing as search and rescue efforts continue. Authorities confirmed that this incident marks the third boat mishap recorded in Sokoto State within the last 2 weeks. A U.S. appeals court, and moving on to the global scenes, a U.S. appeal court has ruled that most of Donald Trump's tariffs are illegal, saying tariff powers rest with Congress and not the president's. The decision overturns his reciprocal tariffs on most countries and those on China, Canada, and a U.S. appeal court has ruled that most of Donald Trump's tariffs are illegal, saying tariff powers rest with Congress and not the president. The decision overturns his reciprocal tariffs on most countries and those on China, Canada, and Mexico, though steel and aluminum tariffs remain. The case brought by businesses and states is expected to head to the Supreme Court, where Trump argues the tariffs are vital for national security, while critics call them presidential overreach. The ruling will not take effect until mid-October to allow an appeal. Trump blasted the decision as disastrous for the U.S. economy. The outcome now sets up a major legal test of presidential trade powers. The U.S. has barred Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas and dozens of officials from attending the UN General Assembly by revoking their visas, accusing them of undermining peace efforts. The move, welcomed by Israel but denounced by Palestinians as a violation of international law, comes as France and other nations push for recognition of a Palestinian state. While 147 UN members already recognize Palestine, the US and Israel oppose statehood, and dispute unfolds amid the Gaza war and continuing rejection of a two-state solution by Israel's leadership. The quiet town of Port Punka has been shaken by a manhunt after 2 police officers were killed and another injured during a raid on the property of Daisy Freeman, a self-declared sovereign citizen who fled into nearby bushland with weapons. The attack, echoing a 2020 ambush in Queensland, has reignited concerns about the rise of anti-government and pseudo-law movements in Australia, which grew during the pandemic. Experts warn that while many adherents are non-violent, the ideology fosters conditions for violent confrontations, prompting calls for stronger gun control, better education, and mental health support to address the roots of radicalization. The death of South African actress Nandi Nyembe has sparked grief and anger after her final months were marked by public pleas for financial help despite her celebrated career. Known as Mam Nandi, she starred in Soul City, Yizo Yizo, and Yesterday, inspiring generations of actors. Her struggles have reignited debate over the lack of pensions, healthcare, and royalties for artists, leaving many vulnerable. While tributes praised her legacy, her passing has intensified calls for urgent reform in South Africa's creative industry. And that is all from the global scenes. Harmony Agbafor reporting for BeeTv News. And that is the size of our news package for the evening. Many thanks for joining us on BeeTv Major News at 6. My name is Harmony Agbafor, and good night.